Hello, hello. Come on in, come on in. How are you? This is Bunny Bronson here, and I'm gonna wait just for a minute. Hopefully, we'll see someone. Hello, Elder. How are you, Elder McClendon? Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Have a few things to say. Just trying to wait for a minute until some persons come on. Thank you so much. And invite your followers. Hi, Claudia. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully, Claudia, this time it'll work. The last time I got a little cut off, but I'm doing fine, sir. Thank you, Elder McClendon. How are you? I hope all is well and everything. I'm sitting out here. Thank you. Hey, Emery Collier, I saw your scope on, or the rebroadcast on Covet to Prophesy. You were really good. Apostle Wilson, bless you, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. This is actually, if you would invite your followers, this is actually going to be my first. Dad's better, Claudia. Thank you so much. He's at home. This is going to be my first prophetic scope. And I'm going to be just sharing certain things that the Lord, you were very good. Followers, Emery Collier, he pastors, I think, is it Fire and Hammer Ministries, he and his wife, Leslie, and just confirmed that I got it right, Pastor Emery. But I really did enjoy hearing your voice, and you did an excellent job. Apostle Delaney, thank you so much. Sir, Apostle Wilson, I'm doing better. I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good. I've had to do a little bit more work with my dad and the like, but now I'm fixing to turn. I forgot I got to turn the thing around. Thank you. Okay. Hey, there you are, girl. Listen, I wanted to do in 2007, before a lot of the things started happening with the shift, and we know that everybody's been prophesying. Fire and Hammer International Training Center. Thank you, Brother Emery. Uh, Everybody's been talking about the shift, but I must admit that a lot of people who got words, including myself, about the shift would got it before a lot of people. Hi, Sister Yarbrough, Pamela, thank you so much for coming on. Got word about the shift long before it was the in prophetic jargon, and 2007. I wrote it down, so I'll probably be looking away a bit from the scope. But just a few things here. One of the things that the Lord told me, that the hearts of doctors and other health professionals, 'another thing is that the hearts of lenders will force them to forgive debts. Mortgage holders will give away homes to those facing foreclosures. Financiers will allow cars to be owned without full payment of debt. I don't know. Again, I don't know the circumstances or what, but it was that was what I was told. There's going to be a great equalizing. In fact, we're sort of at the beginning of it. The very rich will start becoming very poor. In fact, this happened right before the crash. I got this one, and aspects of that were already happening, but I knew that there was more to come. where the very rich will become very poor, and the very poor will begin to be more than adequately provided for, if not even very, very rich. A shift. Uh, Well-to-do employers will be forced. That is, when I say forced, not only from the outside, but from the inside of them. And I can't really say why the causes will be, but well-to-do employers will be forced to make all kinds of concessions on the behalf of their employees. And if not, there will be no employees and businesses will fold. And those employers, whether they be people, companies, businesses, governments, organizations, institutions, that will do this from the heart, will reap in ways never known to man, and how Joseph's will be raised up all around the world. Now, there's going to also be a great redefining, and there will be new terms, new nomenclatures, new definitions, new jargon at every level in every category of life. There will be a modification of existing forms of etiquette. I am one to teach that and the like, but the Lord a few years ago said that there will be some changes on the horizon pertaining to the traditional levels. Now, academia basically refers to academic schooling, but more importantly, institutions of higher learning, colleges, universities, postgraduate institutions, things of that nature. And in academia across the board, academic credentialing in higher education by necessity will be going through a radical change. Now, that was a bit interesting for me to hear, especially at the time. My father was a university president. He's retired now. And he was considered the dean of the college presidents. They looked at him as father almost. And so I was in that world very much so. So when you're raised, my raising was the church and academia, that merging there. But by necessity, academia and its credentialing will be going through a radical change. New and needed forms of knowledge will be revealed to those not part of or processed through existing educational institutions of higher learning. And that will include Ivy League universities as well as HBCUs, which are historically black colleges and universities. Colleges and universities across the board, along with the society at large, will begin to recognize and credential, with doctorates in some cases, other types of people who did not go through graduate and postgraduate process because their knowledge base cause existing accredited colleges and universities to re-examine and redo their existing processes for graduate studies, in fact. And academia looked down upon, snubbed, mocked, maybe even demeaned, will put academia to shame by producing and discovering that which I don't know if you all ever heard of Richistan, but Richistan is a term that defines the richest of the rich. It's way up there. Whoever the richest of the rich, that's who Richistan is. And when this is why the church is so important. This is why one of the reasons I always preach, and I've preached it hard, that don't throw off on people from the pulpit, because Richistan will be coming to people who don't have anything. And it will be revealed to Richistan that they will find answers they've always wanted among people not of their class or their financial status. That was the simple sentence given to me. But what I had explained previously was what I meant. And as far as the Bible based church at large, this part was very strong. Aspects of old time holiness by necessity will re enter the church, but without the bondage and without the legalism. But the old time holiness message will be re entering the church. And these were certain things that were given. And this is my first time actually voicing this and sharing it. So another thing too, as it pertains to the aspects of the old time holiness, I am enjoying a lot of the different scopes. Apostle Delaney, I enjoy everybody's. You're basically, since I've been on Periscope, like I said, it was introduced to me as I just happened upon Apostle John Eckhart. Then he introduced Apostle Ron Wilson. And then I told my friend Apostle Delaney Wimberly about it. Then I started listening to Sophia Ruffin, and I tell you, it's just been wonderful. And when I can catch Sophia Ruffin, she kind of falls in this category a little bit of the old time holiness without the legalism. There is a scripture where it says, where God was rebuking the prophets. And he was saying, some of these prophets, I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then my people should have turned from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. And there was something about how Sophia Ruffin, especially lately, has been talking about unapologetically her transformation and her process, and how her love for the Lord and the importance of holiness and these kinds of things. And these are the things that that the church has been hungry for, especially people who have been part of that message. We've been hungry to hear that. Even though we like all of the new things that God has been doing, we've been hungry to hear about the holiness aspect, about the living right, about righteousness, about integrity. Excuse my friend the bug here. And so I just wanted just to share a couple of these things with you. This is a short scope, but it is. I've been encouraged, particularly by Apostle Eckhart. I do not know him, but I have been encouraged about how he has been so faithful and encouraging us to move in our prophetic. And I knew I'd been prophetic. I've known that for years, but I even though I would do a lot of speaking and things of that nature, and even though the prophetic would come out in it, as far as walking into more of a fullness, there were reasons. I'm going to be honest with you, and I might talk about them later on, why I did not really step out like I really wanted to, but I'm doing that now. So this is my, even if it's nothing but reading what God had given me a while ago. In fact, I had shared it with some people, and I told them not to share it. But it's time. It's time. Sophia, thanks, Sophia. I just got through talking. I just got through mentioning you. And you can look at some of it in the rebroadcast. I was really thanking God for you. What I did, I went over, Sophia, I went over certain things that the Lord had been sharing with me, and you have been very instrumental in certain things. And So when you catch the rebroadcast, I want to say it again, but I have to go check on my dad. But I love you all. Thank you so much for the hearts. Thank you. If you wouldn't mind sharing this with your followers, with your eh, who is that, Mrs. Hello there, somebody from the BCU family. Hi, COFFL plus. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am kind of closing this out, but if you can just check the rebroadcast on it, I'd appreciate it, and share it. Thank you so much. Let's see who's here. Yes, it's going. Patchwork, hello. Hi. Hey, how are you? Coffee, thank you. Teapot, okay. Thank you from Los Angeles. Apostle Wilson, I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to learn Periscope etiquette. Thank you so much. I didn't get that, but I'll get it. I'll get it. I promise. Thank you all. Love you so much. Mississippi, thank you. Thank you. Twanta, hey, how are you? Tampa. D, thank you. I was born in Tampa, D. Thank you. Hi from Houston. Hello. Makes me want to talk some more. Hello there. Thank you, Los Angeles. Okay. Well, whoever you are, I'm glad you're sexy. Okay, let's see. And okay, you got to help me out, Sister Sophia. You're good at not blocking. I'll block it in a minute. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Johnson 4, thank you. Long Island, Yolanda, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And basically, just to recap, in 2007, the Lord just shared some things that you will see in the rebroadcast at the beginning of, in 2007. Some of the things. Amsterdam, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Hi, first timer. Thank you. Cassandra, I think that's right. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Hi. Hello, Patchwork. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. I didn't get that one. Okay. All right. Albuquerque. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. We will block you. Thank you so much. All right. In the meantime, I do have to run. Just catch the rebroadcast. There is a priority of covenant here. I have to take care of my father, but I hope you all watch the rebroadcast. It's not long. Bless you all. Thank you so much. Love you.